Hello, everyone. How are you feeling today?
Yeah.
So we are here, Lilian, Ksenia, and Kyle, and Paige, presenting the Wheel of the Elements. This is our pre-event. Wow, you're so beautiful, Paige, today. Yes, the Wheel of the Elements, the nature way of being. Today we are going to present our gifts. We are going to share why are we here. And today we are presenting actually our big upcoming program dedicated to all 5 elements that are helping us to live our simple, healthy, happy, and joyful life. So I'm Ksenia, and with the permission of your faces and of your hearts, I would like to take the word first. So there is so much to share with you. There is so much I would like to tell and to show you. But first, I would like to express my gratitude to my team, Lilian and Kyle, and to express the gratitude for this beautiful collaboration of art, of balancing of all of our energies, feminine energy, masculine, all merging the energy of the elements, and also the deep knowledge of working with the elements here. So, for example, in my case, I started working with the elements when I moved to Mexico, and I have learned a lot from different ceremonies, let's say dancing ceremonies, the dancing of the sun, the dancing of the moon, and I had a great opportunity to meet the elders and to learn from them. I have finished a course of medicine woman where I learned a lot how to become a holder of the element, how to work with all the directions, and actually, yes, how to bring the medicine first in our heart and then from our heart to the others. So for me, this project is very important. It is vital to share for me, and I am very grateful for Kyle and Lilian also for this beautiful collaboration and for making this happen. So I would like to tell you a little bit of the importance of working with the elements, of the importance of being connected with the mother nature, with all the directions, and why it could be beneficial for us. So, as you know, everything we do in our life is a ritual, yes, and it has a personal symbolism. And each of us, we give it a value first in our heart. So for this reason, it is important to know how we immerse ourselves or yourself in the depths of the universe, to know it, to understand the universe, to love it, to accept it, and to respect, in order to heal first ourselves, our heart, and then enter into the harmony with the other life beings, to enter into the harmony with the nature, with the universe, and with each element. So every human, as you know, we all carry some, let's say, harmful germs, yes, like traumas or maybe some negative experience in the depths of our subconsciousness. And as we know that all these they always find these germs some favorable conditions to grow and to make our life not so easy. So for this reason, we as seekers of light, seekers of harmony of life, we want to continue to advance on the path of awakening, on the path of enlightenment. So we are tasked to penetrate in the depths of our subconsciousness and find the healing, to elevate our spirits. And we can do it by working with each element: earth, water, air, fire, ether. And it helps us to get rid of it, to heal all the germs, all the traumas, all negative experience, to face it and to heal it. So the awakened human being burns the negative experience, the trauma, with the heart of the fire. He scatters, or she scatters the negative experience, let's say, through the heart of the wind. We drown all the traumas, we heal the traumas in the heart of the mother water. We absorb it with the heart of the mother earth, and then we dissolve it in ether, nothingness, the void, and we come to the 0 point. So, and this is how the warrior or the light worker or the healer frees himself, herself completely from the negative experience, traumas, and advances on the path of service, on the path of service to the others, on the path of healing and heart opening. So on the path of the service to the others, it is important to know each element and work with it and integrate it in our being with full knowledge and respect. So in life, you know that everything is cyclical, everything is circular, and that is how, for us, the original people, the power of universe always works in circles. So we might know that all power and healing is received through this sacred circle or through the source, where all the elements of the universe are integrated. The elements, the heart of the heaven, or the heart of the source, the heart of the higher heart, the heart of the earth, what is above is below, right? And our own heart. 7 directions, yes? So if we have felt the call in the path of service to the others, it is necessary that we know and recognize the importance of energy exchange, yes, of the link at the moment and granting to service to the healing. We can heal with the hands, with the help of with the elements. We can heal using our knowledge, our quantic knowledge, our energy, compassion towards other, because by this we bring people comfort and we heal their physical and emotional pain. So also I would like to draw your attention that it is very important to understand that all the service to the others is based on deep respect, acting ethically, responsibly, and first understanding that it is necessary to connect, first of all, with our guardians, our personal guides, so that we could be sure that everything we do is for the good of all. And also, it is very important to understand that every instrument, that we are the instruments of the giver of life. We are of the great mother, great father, and thanks to them, we are here to heal. We are here to bring joy, to help people to get rid of their physical or emotional pain, only with the permission of the source. So we are here the instruments, right? So also it is very important to communicate through the element with the essence of the element, with the energy of the element, working with all the directions: north, south, east, west, higher heart, heart of the heaven, heart of the earth, and our own heart, right? Yes, and it is very important again to not asking only the permission from our guides and guidance, but also we should always remember, it is important to always remember to ask for permission from somebody we are healing here, helping here. So remember asking the permission from their guidance, from their guardians, and to carry our assignment, to carry our mission, to help them. So it is important, right, to ask for permission from the guardians, from the guides of our clients, let's say, or for people we are going to heal, to ask permission from their energy, from their essence. Also, it is important to ask the permission not only from their subtle energies like aura, mental, emotional area, but also from the denser areas such as muscles, bones, joints, tendons, and soft tissues, depending on what kind of service we are going to bring, right? If we're working with emotional pain or if we're working with the physical pain, yes? So after asking the personal guardians for permission, we need to learn to feel the energy, right? And of course, when we just start working on this path of service to the others, it could be not an easy way, but however, by practicing, by respecting each element, by asking the permission, we are training ourselves, yes, and we are becoming more sensitive to the energies, more sensitive to the energy of the element, and we do start to understand what element we work better, what element we are aligned with, what elements we embody or we bring with our bodies, because finally we become an element, right? So also one more very important thing to remember here, that magic is not generated alone. We are creating the magic based on the discipline of dedication, gratitude, respect, and at once we give ourselves to the service to the others, all the energy is tuned and is aligned, embodied in search of balance that brings us this effect in ourselves, in our body, and we start trusting the medicine. Yes, we become a medicine woman and a medicine man, or a healer, right? So it is important to trust the medicine, to trust the healing power we bring by our essence, by our energy, by our body movement, by our light language or language and thoughts, and whatever we do, we trust, right? And also we trust and understand that every process is a learning process. So we are also remember to be kind to ourselves, to be passionate not only with our clients, let's say, yes, but also with ourselves, our essence. So this is how we connect with our environment, and we become able to hold an element and to work with it. So one more very important thing I would like to mention here, that it is also very important to always remember to thank each element, to worship each element, to honor it. Every moment we touch it, we work with it, we talk to it, right? And we remember every time to ask for permission to carry the element, to take it with love and respect. And one more important thing is to remember that the element chooses us according to our needs in life, that the element chooses us, it holds us, not we. So with all this respect to the element work, to the law of the universe, we start working and we start bringing the light and our healing energy in the world outside. So this is some small introduction and my thoughts on how to work with the element. And I would like to share a beautiful experience that happened to me after I met these beautiful people who taught me how to work with the element, how to become a holder, and how to bring my medicine to the others, how to serve the others. So recently, when we started working on this beautiful, unusual element program, the elements naturally started aligning and embodying all my essence, let's say positively invading all my divine being, you know. So I am sure that some of us, we know how to build the altar according to the elements, according to the directions. And for example, here in Mexico, it is very important to have your tlamanali, which is called like a space where you put your altar. And normally the altar is based on 4 directions where you put your elements. So what happened to me recently, I was traveling just 1 week ago, and I visited a friend of mine and a friend of my partner. And yes, I knew that both of them are artists, but I didn't expect to see and to meet the artists, you know. So when I was talking to my friends about the projects I am working on now, and they were telling about their working, they are working on. The first thing I saw is the beautiful paintings on hanging on the wall, and I really want to share with you some of these works. Just a second. Yeah. So yes, the first thing I paid my attention to, these were these beautiful hand painted beautiful paintings by a friend of mine, and I was a little bit like shocked. I didn't know that my friend is painting like that. I am not so close with him. So this was the first sign, because when I saw this painting, they're so elemental. You look at them and you can find ether, you can find earth, you can find spirit animals, you can find flora, fauna, and all these kingdoms of animals and insects and flowers, etc. So this was the first sign. Then I was talking to another friend, and she said like, and you know, I have a great present for you. And she said like, this is a design of him, he did it, and I am working with the wood, and I'm working with laser that draws on the wood or cuts the wood. And then I get this. So what actually this is a portable altar with all 5 directions: north, south, west, east, and the heart, the higher heart, the center, the ether, the spirit, the void. So I took this as an initiation, you know, the initiation, and I realized that I am walking the talk. I am practicing what I am preaching, and this is my reward. So actually, you can, of course, you can work with it. It could be a mobile one, and I would like to show you a small example how you can work with this kind of portals. I would like to share with you another photo, like how I build my altar using this. And I would like to talk a little bit about each element with your permission. So how you use this? Normally in Mexico, we use green color on the background here, but it is called tlamanali, or the altar. And then you work with the 4 directions. and you put water, which is a cup, or it could be a vase, and you normally work with a feather to clean the emotions, to get rid of the bad thoughts, etc. And we are going to learn all of this during our project, right? What direction we choose for water, or how you feel, what is the direction for water, or what kind of information you will receive from your guides and from your guardians. Then we work with wind. Normally it could be a shell, and you blow in the shell. I'm not very good at that, I will accept. So normally I work with a flute. So we work air, so it's something like blowing instrument. It should be something like, and normally you put it just in front of the water. Yeah. The next element, it would be earth, and you work here with a small bowl where you will put some soil. You can put tobacco, or you can put some herbs there. Also, earth is always connected with the crystals, so you choose your crystals you want to work with. Yes, and here in Mexico, we normally put also the cacao beans. Yeah, and the next one would be fire, of course. And here, normally we use some, it is called papachome, but let's say it's a small fireplace, or you can put some essence stick or essential oil where you can burn a candle, and also you can use a Palo Santo, for example, stick, or I use the salvia. Yes, sage, yeah. And of course, in the middle, this is the heart, higher heart, heart of heaven, heart of earth, and our own heart, or the ether element. Meditation, nothingness, coming to the void, the 0 point. And this is not the only present I got. So what I really wanted to share also today, again, the confirmation of the mission that I'm bringing with the project, and the confirmation of the right thing we do, all of us, Kyle, Lillian, and me here, the knowledge we bring here. I got an invitation to the ceremony of all 5 elements today. So it's like I spent there a couple of 4 or 5 hours. So it is always connected with the Temazcal, and Temazcal, which is a beautiful thing. It is a steam house which is built on earth. And actually you enter the womb of your mother. So actually you work with all 4 elements: water, wind, earth, and fire, to reborn there, like to die and to reborn, like a phoenix bird, like you come all the time, you leave everything, your pain, your physical pain, your emotional pain, your negative experience, your trauma, and finally you come out like a fresh and newborn person, newborn divine being. And before that, before entering the womb of the mother, this beautiful steam house, Temazcal, you work with all 4 elements first. Yes. So this is the dedication of the song. This is the dedication to the special direction. For example, in Mexican tradition, air is north, and it is black or white color. So first you dedicate your song to the north, to the air. Then you dedicate yourself to the blue color. You go to the south and you work with water. So you sing another song to the water, you express all your gratitude, or you honor the water, and then you work with the other direction, which is earth, which is red color, and then you work with fire. So only dedicating yourself, like offering yourself, offering your eagerness and your desire to be reborn again, you can enter the womb, you can enter the void, the nothingness, like again, enter the womb of your mother earth and be born again. So this is the beautiful gifts I wanted to share with you. And of course, if you join our project, you are going to we are going to go deeper and you learn more and more. And with gratitude and love to you, I give my word to another collaborator of this beautiful event. Thank you so much.
It's beautiful, Xenia. Thank you. We're receiving so much magic and inspiration. And thank you, Lillian and Xenia, for collaborating. This is just magical, sacred space. It's amazing. So with the elements for me, well, I'm just trying to sum it all up. There's so much I want to share. But with me, it's just, I think with the elements, how with the connection with the elements, prominently for me was with working in my mom's garden growing up and as a child, and my grandparents' garden, and yeah, just growing up with gardens. And you learn about the elements, the purpose of the water, like that the water, working with the water as like nurturing that garden. As when you tend to that garden, you nurture yourself as well. So it's just with nature and gardening, it really helped me to, it was like my meditation to find that stillness. And in that stillness, that connection grew with nature even more. So it's like, honoring all of the seasons and the elements, and with the sun, and making sure that the plants are in what they need, like not too much sun for specific plants and flowers, and then not too much water. And then it's just amazing seeing when you do tend to that garden. You're also tending to that garden within. So it's like that nurture. And so when you just send that love to nature, and with gratitude and appreciation for all that it provides, and you receive that healing yourself and that love. And that's just like that relationship with nature just really grew for me. And it has formed so magically and organically. And I just weave that into every area of my life. And now, since last year, I've been working with every day like the directions with like the hummingbird for the north for me, which is like helping with like my heart healing, because my energy, it's like a hummingbird. So it's just like, that's like my totem animal. So it's just, I hold that hummingbird near and dear to my heart, and just allowing that hummingbird to just, it brings that medicine for me to keep things light and lively, and not to take life too seriously. When I find that I'm getting too like caught up in like the everyday, tasks and all of that stuff, that's just bringing in the hummingbird spirit to just bring in that joy and like healing with the inner child. And then with the east, so like here it's like the hawk and the owl here, but then also bringing in the eagle as well, as in just like that spirit energy of like inspiration, that protector, that guardian. Just like it brings that reminder of like just letting my like wings open and just like to soar and fly, but like being grounded on earth. And then with the snake, it's just like shedding through all those emotions, all those like old beliefs and limitations. And it's like an everyday practice. And then with the Jaguar, it has really helped me to just go deep, deep, deep within. And it has helped me with empowerment and my voice, like speaking my voice. Because like for the longest time, like my voice, like it couldn't fully express itself. It was just like with everything, it was just, I think it just wanted to express so much, but I just didn't know how, because of like with like traumas and grief and all of that. It was just, I was doing a lot of internal work. So then it's just like all that internal work was just generating and healing and just very deep. So then now it's like experiencing that healing on the physical now. So then I'm just like, oh, like my voice changed. Like last year in springtime, my voice was different. And I'm like, okay, what's happening? Like, but this is good. Like, I'm like the sound of my voice. So it's just like shedding all those layers, right? But yeah, it's just working with like the plants, like every day. It's just like taking care of the plants, and just so grateful to like work with the crystals every day too. It's just like my soul family. So it's just like living and breathing it every day. And it's just amazing to just celebrate all of nature here in that sacred space, and to bring that awareness and like that tender loving care, and honoring Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, all the animals, plants, flowers, crystals, like, and like the earth, wind, fire, water, and ether, like all of it is just a part of us, and it's an extension of us. It's just, yeah, just allowing, as Zenia said, just like allowing those elements to choose you, and working through it and with it, and that co-creative and that co-creative experience and that connection. It when you invite that into your life, it creates so many miracles and blessings. But it's just like sitting with it. I think this is the biggest thing, just sitting with it and being still. Where I think we're here, it's just in the sacred space, it allows us to just sit with whatever arrives for us, and to be with it, and to flow with it, and to create with it. So it's magic. It's magic. So thank you. And I'm just gonna hand the mic to Lillian.
Thank you. Thank you, Zenia. Thank you, Kyle. I'm gonna share a piece of my journal that I experienced of creating the wheel of elements. So just gonna read probably three small paragraphs. So had a walk in a new place and started thunder, lightning, and rain. And I am mostly wet. I found myself being intimacy with the weather as being in nature. The rain poured over my head and purified me, and I felt my mind was lightened and refreshed, as no longer many things in my mind. Then I smile and I'm feeling my whole body soften in ease, in this wet dress. I touched my skin and I felt a little cold, but I didn't dry it fast. By feeling into it, sitting in the car and feeling into the bliss. Wow. I didn't stop this energy, but this energy is starting to dance in within my body. And allow this beautiful energy breathe through my skin and my body. Feeling I am in euphoria. I then feel being activated by the lightning, and feeling all the sparks to the ideas of more launching of this program. So when I wrote this, which is feeling into, and then came home and wrote it down, and I started to draw what is coming through as connected to all the elements. I can show you that there's like a serviette that I draw, and all of the elements, and it brings me such a joy to co-create with element in this way, and to our own body, just like what Zenia said, walk the talk, right? Because initially I was like, what am I gonna bring to this program, and which is wanted to feel a little bit of uniqueness, a little bit of down to earth grounded, and also a little bit of beauty in the elements. So I journey with Xenia's menstrual awareness. It's a workshop that I walk with the cycles, the feminine cycles, that I knew that I had that knowledge already, but to be sitting with Xenia, like personal, like one-on-one, literally, like in a workshop, like I journey literally weekly with her, and I sort of like share with her what's happening to me and my emotion part, up and down. And I felt really helped by Xenia as well. And I also wanted to share that we're not forgetting the masculine or holding the space in our feminine when we're in cycle, because it is so important to have the masculine to understand a woman's body, because our woman's body is the oracle. Our woman's body is the element. We have so many emotions. It's just like elements, right? Like the wind. We can be like flowy, and we can be like a water, emotion, and the depths that undiscovered. And with the fire, with the desire in our manifestations of what we really desire to our dreams or our project or creations, and also with the intimacies. It's all about the fire. And also the earth is being rooted and grounded as stillness. And the final one is the spirit, the source, the ether, whatever they wanted to call it, in the middle of the wheel that's going to the void and going back to the stillness. And it's literally similar than the cycle. It's like a menstrual cycle. So I know that there's a few people approaching me that what's the difference between feminine cycle and feminine cyclical? I don't really draw any line on the difference. Because when you tune into, when we, especially women in this woman body, to tune into our body just know. We don't need to say that today is the cycle, and today is the wind, today is the fire, today is the earth. You would just know. The body know, just for you. What we do is just sit and receive, and to listen what your body needs, what your body wants at this moment to nurture her or him. So when I say her or him, because feminine, it can be in the man's body too, because it's the energy, let's say this way. So this program, it can be female, it can be male, it can be anyone. It's all interrelated. We're all interconnected to the universe, to the multiverse, to the earth, the planet, Mother Earth, Gaia, you name it. Everywhere is connected. It will tune into it in our body. And again, there's no limitation. I always said that, where is the fire in me? The fire for me, I always reside in my solar plexus. But the fire, it may be different in you. So think about, if today, where is your fire in this body, in your body sitting? And I will invite you at contemplating. Like contemplating. Why? There's a fire there. So yeah, always contemplating, tune into that and ask that, and you breathe in to that area, whether it's something they need to resolve, or something you need to look at, or something that you need to be doing something like action. So I spoke to Xenia that action for fire is closing the loop. So when we are very flowy in feminine, we receive the ideas, or you call it download or information, we need to anchor like an earth, right? Anchor in the container that is holding it perfectly and feel safe. And then from there, we need to closing the loop. So closing the loop by actioning. So that is, again, it's like a cycle. Everything run in the cycle. Everything run in the spiral. Doesn't mean they're not coming back again. You will always come back for the second creative, second ideas, and anything of that is, and again, this is the nature way of being. It's part of your life. Just like I have this little one here as well, is being part of the life. So yeah. So yeah. So that is what I wanted to share here. So this program, the Wheel of Elements, I found it is really, really unique. We not only had the fact, we definitely wanted to know about what's the fact, what's the original, what's the culture perspective. Like Xenia walking the talk as a medicine woman. And it's really important that she actually learned from the grandmothers, ancient mothers, that the knowledge is already on earth. So we are retrieving of the remembrance and the information, and we continue to learn, to share for our future children. Because without us sharing it, without us receiving from our grandparents or ancient mothers, from medicine women especially, this knowledge will get lost. And it is already sort of like lost or distorted information. And for us to do the work, to experience in our vessel, in this humanness, then we become a divine human. So that is all I wanted to share, I think, that is coming into the transmission. It is all about the nature of being. The nature doesn't say that today is rainy day, you need to do this. Today is a thunder day, you need to do this. In fact, I received a very, very unique information from Xenia that for me, in a cultural perspective, lightning, I know that we're not going to talk about lightning, but I wanted to bring into this as well for you to understand that there is also elements in different kind of like countries, is different environment, because with the weather change, the heat, like ocean, the heat of the ocean, tsunami, the earthquake, unexpected. So I was tuning into all of that, and I wanted to also bring Xenia here on the screen as well. That
My face.
Okay, in your face.
Achoo.
Okay. So it's about the lightning. So from my perspective, when I see lightning, I was like, oh no, bring everybody to the home, because lightning will have thunder. And then you have pouring, which is what happened to me. Right? In Australia, this is what it is. But Xenia, I want you to, on your screen and on the voice, tell to me what lightning means to you. And also, you know, I know that we're not sharing about lightning as part of element, but it is so interesting that lightning in Mexico, what does that mean? And you also experienced that yourself as well. So yeah.
Yes, thank you, Lillian, very much. Yes, thank you for bringing it up. For me, lightning, you know, as a child, I'm a thunderstorm and rain lover. And actually, I have spent 9 years living in St. Petersburg. It is a rainy city, all the time rain, but I love it. Yes, it makes you feel gloomy sometimes, but I love it. So, but what is actually really beautiful, like normally we are, let's say we are used to have lightning, like when you see the light, yes, or the sphere of the light maybe that you're really afraid of, and then naturally it will be a thunderstorm and heavy rain. Normally, yes, we're used to it. But a couple of years ago, mostly it is happening in the city, in the state where I am living now. And this is an amazingly beautiful event. I love it. So actually you can see the lightning, but you don't hear the sound. and there is no rain after that. So it is called here relampagas. So actually when you walk in the street and it is already dark, yes, so what you see is all the time these lights like lightning in the sky from here and from there, all these beautiful colors. But it doesn't mean that it's going to rain, and it won't rain, and there is no sound. So actually you are just walking, contemplating the sky, the dark sky with amazingly beautiful colors, because it's not only white and yellow, you can see the blue one and like some colors that you don't even expect to see in the sky. And it is like a fire shower, but a natural fire shower, you know, dedicated to the life itself, you know, that the divine being, like, you know, like this gratitude to observe the power of the nature, the power of the universe, like showing you that there is nothing to be afraid of. You just enjoy, contemplate the sky, and don't be afraid, don't hide, don't run away, yes? Don't be afraid to get wet, because you are not going to. Just contemplate and enjoy the divine show. Yeah, so I will definitely, if I have a chance, I will try to grab it, because the season is getting closer. It happens seasonally. But yeah, it is a beautiful event. I have never seen it before in any country, any place I went to. But here in Mexico, it's like, you know, Mexico is a festive country. They love parties, they love celebrating. It is everything is being celebrated. So this is like the celebration of the Mother Nature. Yeah, it is an amazing experience. I tell you the truth. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Xenia. So Xenia has shared the cultural perspective and also the environmental and also ritual and ceremony of her own experience that is divine guided to receive the gift along to co-create this program. And I also experienced on my heart expansion of feeling into the nature, feeling into the elements. And with Kyle journey into all the journeys of his entire life, very experienced and deep of the journey. So in this program, that he will bring us a lot of the art and also the journey in within the heart, but you actually will be experiencing a lot of magic, pure magic from his journey. So I think that I think that I have covered everything, right? Do I have anything else to cover? So yeah, so that is all that we're going to be journeying. So it is a 3-person collaborator in this program, and we have our own unit, but we are all serving Gaia. It's our devotion to the nature, it's a devotion to the elements and to Mother Earth. So yeah, and all of us, we have our own little bit of creativities as well that we all love to create, like creating codes, light codes, drawings. So along the way, we will be asking all of us to draw what's the wind code means to you, what's the wind codes that is showing up while we journey with this program. So we do not provide a lot of the code. Let's say, okay, this is the code, this is what you're going to learn. It literally is a blank page. It's a blank canvas, because you are going to create your own way of being. Because this is my own way of being, you're going to be learning of your own way of being. So you're going to find out the magic of yourself in your own life. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to add? Xenia and Kyle?
Yes, I would like to share a little bit of my experience as well. Another gift I got from the source recently, like when I was asked by our beautiful guide, Jen George, do you know how elements work with you? And I was like, okay, yes, now finally I do understand what I do here in Mexico, you know, because I've been living here for 6 years already. And almost for 3 years, I was thinking like, what I'm doing here. I am a traveler. I'm a vagabond. I'm a tramp. I need to move on. I can't stay in the one country for so long. And then the medicine came in, you know, when I was already like, no, I am leaving. So the pandemic came, I couldn't move. Yes, then another thing came and another, but with all this thing, the medicine came, the elements came. And when Jane George let's say, suggested me if I wanted to see how the elements really worked with me, I got the light code, and I really want to share it with you, with your permission. So this is actually what I got. And I was very impressed that I felt myself like in the pyramid, inside the pyramid, you know, and I felt like in the pyramid, I like caves, you know, I'm a void person. I like to be alone. I like meditation. I like to go deep. I love silence. And, you know, Mexico is not silent at all. Yes. And there is a lot of interaction, family gathering, all this. And all the time I try to hide myself inside the cave. So what what code I got is like the pyramid, and inside the pyramid I have, inside the void, inside the pyramid, I have my fire, I have my base, my earth, because I am very much connected with the earth element. I love gardening, I love growing my plants, I love growing my herbs. I work with herbs, I work with natural medicine, I work with I create natural cosmetics, like everything that comes from the earth, from the herbs, from the plants. And then this fire, you know, this merge of solar plexus with the desire of the heart, when you create from heart. And of course, the wind that doesn't make this fire steady, you know, like just steady, flexible, you moving, like giving the fire to be a little bit more flowy, flexible. And this feminine energy, okay, if I'm go to the right, I could go to the left, but anyway, I am still burning with a desire. And you know, all these what also beautiful I got, that the water element is merging with the ether. You know, there is no limit between actually the water element. In this case, I got the water element as a mist. You know, this beautiful protective misty bubble that you are inside, absolutely protected by this golden ether light. And you actually understand that you are all this divine elemental merging, like interconnection is protected by the bubble of water, the bubble, because we are made of water, right? We bring water. The water runs inside our veins. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you. And for me, it was a heart eye-opening, and all the chambers of my heart and my divine self opening. Like, I was like, yeah, now I do understand what I'm doing here in Mexico. Now I do understand what is my mission. Now I do understand there is nowhere to run. And you can actually be a vagabond, a traveler, a journeyer, and a tramp wherever you are. So yes, this is what I wanted to share with you. Yeah, thank you very much for listening and for being with us. And as Lillian have already mentioned, this is a unique program, because here we are not only bringing the knowledge, we are not bringing the information, we're also giving you to discover your element, to discover your personal direction, to discover your language, to discover your code, like find it inside yourself. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I wanted to share one last very quick as I wanted to share how originally that I had already, let me share screen. It's going to be a very quick one. All right. Can you see my screen? Okay. So I have a few of the code of element codes that's coming through that Carl and we connected way before. I was in June, I think. June or July. I think June, somewhere there. And I think he was connecting in the quantum field. There's a journey. So when you journey, you receive lots of code. So we are listening to recording. So I was journeying at the same time, and I was writing down a lot of things as well. But I did not draw the code yet because he was so quick. Everything, not that he is quick, he was quick, but it's just a lot of things coming through as well. And I was recording, and I have like post-it note that is like layers and layers of post-it note, which is what I can grab at that time. So I'm just going to show you as well what I have gathered here in a very quick way, and also that I journey with Jen Josh to the future. And I have seen all of these, and the message said that you are going to co-create with the future children, and the children that is not coming to, the children that is in the air. I was like, how am I going to co-create children in the air, right? The spirit children. Oh, it's a spirit baby. And I was like, I'm not going to have babies. I was like, what is this? So I said, look, you already done it. What have I done? And the code that you already draw, I said, those are for the future children. And then I realized that the future children is us. It's all of us. We are the future children. So I'm just going to run through some of the code that hopefully that you will receive some activation straight away as well, or some remembrance. So here, it's just like Carl now we sit down, I draw, and then he actually connect with it, and he actually know my code really well. So it's the bridge of the heaven on earth. So human with bridge of the heaven on earth, the source, and the Gaia. So that's the first code. And that's how you look like. And we separate with the waters, and then I put my feminine's Hari waters explanation there. And then we actually use some of the codes already been activated in the elements. So some of the initiates in the Guardians of the Code, I have a telegram, we all I plug in all my creation there, and they say, oh, this is this element, this is that element, and they use it. And I collect my feedback from here. The air, the wind elements, that's how it looks like. It's a purity code. It's very playful, because for the future children, so we are going to be very playful in this program as well. It's very light and fun. So universal heart, and then there's diamond light code. It's about dreams, consciousness, purity, desire, manifestation. So this is like a more fiery. The earth. So with the earth, we have activated, this is a very potent code that one of our cosmic surgeon in one of the initiating Guardians of the Codes. Oops. Okay. Hi, Rosa.
Hi.
Hi, Rosa. I just need another 10 minutes, so that maybe 5 minutes to complete the to finishing up this pre-event. But thank you for joining the pre-event. You get to see the pre-event. So yeah, so we will have, thank you for joining the pre-event, but we're going to be finishing up very soon. Okay, just bear with us.
Okay.
So this is the code for that I connected, and it is for the Guardians of the Earth. So one of the initiate, which is mentioned it, she connected, and this is the lost template for Gaia. So we did some healing for Gaia on the day. So this is really powerful. As you can see, this is also like a 5 elements in here. The Gaia essence, And this is another description of the of repairing. And this is like nature consciousness code is so beautiful. That there's a musical code and all the animals, insect and the plant and all of these, like, you know, like butterflies, I guess. Yeah, I was so playful, like it's so beautiful. And I know that when I draw the code, I was like, this is not my code. I was like, of course, this is not yours, because you are connecting the element to present the code. And then with here, and this is the harmony codes, and this is like a female, feminine, and the masculine, and this is like Gaia. There's harmony. So yeah, the fire. So with the fire, it is empowerment. And we have like so many of that because we have used actually most of the code in here we have used. So in the program, in the wheel of elements, we will be using this code, and also to create your own code as well. These codes are all used for healing the body, healing our body. Spirit, this is channels, the connecting for the Seraphim moon. So yeah. And this is last one. It's the remembrance code. To remember who we are. We are the elements. We are the wind. We are the fire. We are the earth. And we are the water. We are the creator of all. So thank you so much for attending the pre-event for the Wheel of the Element. So I think that I would like to bring Xenia in as well, and to mention about the launching date and all of that. So Xenia, what would you like to come in to say just when is the launching date? And I will share that where we can find to sign up as well. So yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, Lilian. I think I started remembering things again. So yeah, I got really connected with the last code, and I like. Yeah, so the launching date, we are starting, as if I'm mistaken, if we are starting in 2 weeks, right? We are starting in 2 weeks on the 6th of no. Okay, just a second. We are starting in December, in the middle of December, and it is going to be 13th of December, if I am right. Yeah, so on the 13th of December, normally I will explain how we are doing it. So we have 2 weeks, 3 weeks for each element, where we're having 1 week, which is going to be the cultural perspective, ritual ceremonies, stories, etc., which is going to take on the first week event. Then we have a second week where Lilian and Kyle are bringing balance of feminine energy and arts, and then we are given a 1 week for integration and home task. So yes, this is a kind of a this is not a kind of a, this is a course where you are going to get some home tasks. So you're going to have some information on the first week, cultural perspective, rituals, how to work, what it brings, emotions, feelings, etc. On the second week, you are going to journey to create arts and to balance feminine and masculine energy within the element. And then you get 1 week to integrate, to create, to embody all the information and the element itself. And then we are getting on to another element. So actually it's going to be a 12-week, Lilian, 12-week program, 12-week course, and we are about to finish in the middle of April. So the launching date is December 13, Tuesday. And yes, you have 2 weeks to watch all our meditations, to rewatch pre-event again and again, to get your gifts and to join the program.
Yes, so
Thank you.
thank you, Xenia. So we will be putting on information on Facebook group, on the Wheel of Elements Facebook group, and also that we will be hosting all the group, gathering all the people in the group in the Telegram. So we're going to use Telegram to host the program for this time. So that is all, but all the information and the details will be put on the Facebook. That's it. Yeah, and also very important to know that we will have the price of the program is going to be very fraction and very affordable in December, because after December we are going to, which is January next year, we're going to be a full price. So because it is our first launch and we are launching and co-creating with our knowledge that we receive from the Guardians of the Code as well. So if you belong to the Guardians of the Code, so initiate, you do have a pre-sale discount, and that is all I can say. So yeah, so if you wanted to join, just reach out to us, to either Xenia, myself, or Kyle. So thank you so much for everybody to watch this and replay. You got the heart. Thank you so much. And I think that is all, isn't it? Thank you so much, and we hope to see you in the Telegram mini group. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you.